for Brad Beach. Here we go. He's a midfielder from Whitefish Bay. Please welcome number 6, Sean Escueta. A midfielder from Brazil, number 7, Ricardo Carvalho. He's a midfielder from Campinas, Brazil, number 8, Breno Oliveira. He is a forward from Elgin, number 9, Derek Hoffman. Starting at defender from Aurora, number 10, Mario Alvarez. He's a defender from Neenah, Wisconsin, number 12, Stuart Baylor. A midfielder from Chicago, number 15, Cesar Correa. Starting at forward from Milwaukee, number 20, Tony Wall. Starting at forward from Haiti, number 24, Max Ferdinand. Oh, captain, my captain from Hamilton, Ontario, number 26, Ian Bennett. A goalkeeper from Las Cruces, New Mexico, number 32, Augie Ray. The man in the box tonight, number 33 from Rochester, New York, William Bonahane. He's a midfielder from Sterling Heights, Michigan, number 40, Alex Dyer. Starting at forward from Chicago, number 80, Alex Sanchez. He's a forward from Sterling Heights, Michigan, number 7, Javier Dyer. And a forward from Brazil, the big man, number 99, Trey. And your coaching staff for your Milwaukee way. We begin with athletic trainer, Ricardo Vidal. Assistant coach, Cindy Ramba and Marcio Leite. Head coach of your Milwaukee way, Giuliano Oliviero. Playfans, make some noise for your 7-time champion, Milwaukee way. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America. Performing our national anthem tonight, please welcome our Taylor Martin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so valiantly streaming, and the
from Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the Major Arena Soccer League. Tonight, the Milwaukee Wave hosting the Dallas Sidekicks. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be in this broadcasting universe. Tom Wynn along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer as we bring you tonight's game between the Wave and the Sidekicks. This will be the second meeting of the year between the clubs, with Dallas capturing the first meeting this past Saturday, a week ago tonight, in Allen, Texas, when they defeated Milwaukee 7-3. These same two teams will play here again New Year's Eve Day in Milwaukee. So, AK, if you will, it is the second of three straight against the Sidekicks, and Sidekicks holding serve down there. Now we'll see if the Wave can bounce back here with the next two in Milwaukee.
Yeah, the Sidekicks 7-3 in that home game in Dallas, and for the Wave, they let the Sidekicks hang around in that one. They really did. The Sidekicks came out, got up to an early 2-0 lead early in the first quarter, tied at halftime, and then late in the third quarter, Dallas with two more, and the Wave could not recover in the fourth quarter. Dallas added 3 6-attacker goals, and Dallas has won, going back through last season, 3 in a row at home. And so they're revamped at home under Terry Woodbury, their coach. And the Wave tonight needs to come out with some urgency and put this team away earlier than later.
Wave comes in currently sitting second in the Major Arena Soccer League with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss. No overtime losses for 8 points. They've scored 21 but given up 22. All 3 of the victories were by 1 goal, and of course the 4-goal loss to the Sidekicks in their most recent outing. For Dallas, they sit 10th with a record of 1 win, 2 losses, no overtime setbacks, and they've been outscored 17-13. Remember, the top 8 teams in the regular season standings, which comprises a 24-game regular season, will qualify for the playoffs, with the first 2 rounds taking place in San Diego.
Well, you wouldn't think this is a really big game for Dallas, but it is, Tom. This is a team that's gone 1-21 at home over the last couple of years. 8 of their next 10 games, starting tonight, are on the road. And so unless they can win 3 of, say they win 3 of the 8, they're going to find themselves dropping well out of the playoff chase. They finished the season with 9 of their last 11 at home. And so this is a crucial stretch here for Dallas with 8 of the next 10 on the road.
As Art mentioned, the Sidekicks under their second-year head coach, actually first full season behind the bench, Terry Woodbury, was a longtime player. I remember him primarily from his days with the Wichita Wings back in the 90s. But Terry had a long career, as did his counterpart, Giuliano Oliviero, coaching for the Milwaukee Wave. Jules in his 11th season. And, of course, he took over for the legendary Keith Tozer after Keith had a 22-year run as head coach of the Wave. Of course, Art Kramer was his assistant for many of those seasons behind the bench in Milwaukee. And so Jules trying to see if he can get his team to bounce back here against the Sidekicks. Milwaukee did not have several guys in the lineup for that game the other night due to, well, if you want to say player time management. I know, Breno Oliveira, who's been off to a great start, and you see Breno right there on their screen. He's coming back off an ACL injury. And one of the things that Giuliano said is that he was really did not want to use him in a back-to-back situation early in the season. So that's why Breno did not play in that game. Tony Walls, who's also off to a great start this year, did not play. And so Milwaukee welcoming those 2 guys back to the lineup here tonight.
We're getting back to the 2 coaches, Giuliano Oliviero for the Wave, Terry Woodbury for the Sidekicks. Both of those players were outstanding players when they played. Players today don't want to hear about when you played, but trust me, Terry Woodbury was a left-footed defender, strong as can be. Giuliano was an awesome player as a target and midfielder. 2 great former players leading these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Another guy I should mention for the Wave back in the lineup tonight, in the starting lineup tonight, is Mario Alvarez. Super Mario did not play in the game. And again, Mario was coming off a calf injury. And so, again, coaching staff didn't want to play him back-to-back games. And so he did not play Saturday night in Dallas, but obviously he's one of the key players for Milwaukee as well. Along the near board, as they battle for it there, that was Leon Bennett. Milwaukee finally takes it away, but the Sidekicks get it back. There's their goalkeeper, the veteran Juan Gamboa. And the Sidekicks otherwise in the green and white uniforms moving right to left as we look at the action here in the first period. All time in the MASL era, the Wave leads the series 9-3, 4-1, the advantage for Milwaukee, and games played here at Panther Arena. Bradley Valadez will play it back for Gamboa with Ricardo Carvalho chasing for Milwaukee. Alvarez runs up to play it off his chest, but the Sidekicks dig it out as it's sent back by Chris Escalera to Gamboa. Now on the far wall, that's Anthony Powell. And tied up in midfield, but the foul's going to go against Milwaukee. And I believe a delay of game warning going to be issued against the Wave. Our officials tonight, Brian Miller and Josh Encarnacion, the two officials on the field. Once again, the Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter.com.
One of the things Giuliano Oliveira, the Wave coach, has done is changed up his lines. He's put Max Ferdinand, who's been playing in the back up front as a target, and partnered him with Ian Bennett, who for many years had just a great combination, great chemistry together.
The IMAX tandem, put it up on the big screen. Wave is hoping that they can combine tonight as Steinwasser put it off the end board. He was looking for Sean Escueta coming down the middle, but couldn't make the connection. Derek Huffman gets it back.
But I like what Giuliano's done. To me, it appears there's nice chemistry with the three lines he's put together. You got Huffman out there with the two Steinwasser brothers, Andre Hain with Ricardo Carvalho. It makes a lot of sense.
Max Ferdinand trying to find Ian Bennett off the carom in the middle. Cleared out. Breno Oliveira will head it back in, but the Sidekicks take control now. Knocked away by Breno, and he is pushed down. A foul going to be called against Oscar Romero.
Giuliano might want to challenge this one early. That was hands to the face with the push-off, and I know it's early in the game, but that was clearly. Watch this right there. You saw the right hand and the shove to the upper area.
That'd be 15 yards in the NFL. Hands to the face. Circling over and rolling it in, Alex Steinwasser, but Gamboa able to cover it up. Gamboa, the 35-year-old veteran out of Brownsville, Texas. He's been a longtime goalkeeper for the Sidekicks in this league. Now Ian Bennett trying to maneuver over to Max, and Max double-teamed. He's going to lose it as David Balliot clears it away. And here come the Sidekicks with Felipe Silva on the far board. Silva in his third year with Dallas after 3 in St. Louis. Jamie Lovegrove with it, fires off the inboard, kicked away by Willie Betahene. And cleared back to midfield. Willie B in his third year as the primary keeper for the Wave after 3 seasons in Harrisburg. That one bounces into the stands. Milwaukee will play it out of their own end. No score, nearly 4 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Pretty nice crowd gathered here tonight. I'll tell you, the weather by Milwaukee standards for December 28th was amazing today. Sunny and 50 degrees.
Very Dallas-like.
Yeah, I would say the Sidekicks probably feeling right at home. Now, again, these two teams will be playing again here on Tuesday. That's a 3 o'clock Central Time start. And the Sidekicks, since they're already here, they're going to stay in Milwaukee that time. So I haven't seen the forecast for the next couple of days. They probably shouldn't get their hopes up too much this time of year. But who knows? Maybe it will be fairly nice the next couple of days otherwise. Colin O'Keefe challenging Mario Alvarez there. Now Breno Oliveira with it, works it far side. Alex Sanchez, the Waves' leading scorer, 4 goals, 4 assists. Dishes off to Breno in the middle. Back to Sanchez. Alvarez, he thought about it with O'Keefe keeping track of him. Sanchez back again. He'll fire this time and knock down in the middle. I think Huffman was trying to redirect, but he couldn't. Colin O'Keefe, the third-year player, second year with the Sidekicks, dumps it into the zone. Knocked away by Huffman. The Wave eventually gets it back. Pretty good up and down action here so far in this first period. Not a lot of whistles. Saucy Sanchez.
And you could, sorry, Tom.
But yeah, pretty good pace going so far here, AK.
And you can see what Dallas is looking to double and triple team Sanchez when he gets the ball wide along the boards.
Into Huffman. Derek had a power play goal against the Sidekicks in last Saturday's game. Sanchez and Kyle Crane, who's not in the lineup tonight, had the other goals. Sent to the middle, redirected in. That's going to be Huffman, and Milwaukee leads it 1-0.
Yeah, Huffman and Steinwasser just waiting at the far post after Sanchez was isolated along the far board. Sanchez crossed over to the left foot, drove it low and hard to the far post, and you'll see Huffman and Steinwasser both parked out there, and it looked like Huffman was the one that redirected that one in.
Derek will get credit for his second goal of the year. Sanchez will get the assist. That is the 5th of the year for Alex.
Watch it again here, Tom. And there it was. A nice little, once again right here, Sanchez across, and then Huff right there. Good run by Javier Steinwasser to the back post as well.
Good couple of looks there on the Wisconsin Vision instant replay. So Milwaukee jumps out to the 1-0 lead. And I'm sure after they fell behind 2-0 the other night in Dallas, that was probably an emphasis is let's get the lead here tonight, fellas, and take it from there. Esqueda into the zone for Max Ferdinand. The 38-year-old Haitian sensation backs it out of there. Cesar Correa has it knocked away. Sliding tackle by Tony Walls. Great tackle there by Tony to get it back and avoid disaster. Now they send it O'Keefe. O'Keefe push it on the right side. Back heel leave. And he gets the return pass, and the shot just off the mark.
Well done by Tony Walls at the back post to redirect that one away, as that shot had beaten Willie Bonahenning.
Max up ahead to Ian Bennett. He's 2-1 with Correa to the left. Ian rolls it across far corner. Correa will dig it out. So good work by O'Keefe and S.A. Romero to create the chance for Dallas. Romero eventually getting the shot that could not find the back of the net. Asai is the middle of the three brothers. Oscar the oldest, then Asai, and then Yahir. Yahir, by the way, will celebrate his 22nd birthday coming up on Tuesday. Alex Steinwasser shot, knocked down, rebound on the back heel by Hain, and Gamboa, good scramble back to get it.
And you can see there's been a lot of emphasis, obviously, by Giuliano Oliviero to get his players to the back post. Once again, Andre Hain right there on that one. Here we go.
3-on-1, Alex Steinwasser moves it across in the middle. Ian Bennett, shot, save, Gamboa! Rebound, follow, Grable. That one just wide. All the way with a couple of great chances. Ian able to get it back. He rolls it in, and the pass deflected back to the corner. Lovegrove to Silva, and he'll clear it out. Good pressure, though, by Milwaukee here in the first portion of the contest.
Great save by Gamboa on Ian Bennett. Ian probably would have been better off shooting that first time. Once he took that touch, allowed Gamboa to set his feet.
Gamboa was the starter and winner in last Saturday's game. Parker Lackland played the second half. Both goalkeepers were outstanding for Dallas in that game. Gamboa stopping 8 of the 10 shots he faced. Now Breno walking in. Breno coming in. Shot, save, Gamboa. Rebound, Alvarez. He drives it wide, and the Sidekicks clear. Blas Perez trying to get it, but too far for him as Willie B comes out to get it for Milwaukee. They quickly move it across. Sanchez coming off the bench. To the middle, looking for Carvalho. Broken up by Romero. Back heel, Carvalho! Shot and a goal! Oh, Ricardo! Makes it 2-0 Milwaukee.
That was a brilliant finish that time by number 7, Carvalho. Sanchez, after giving the ball away, won it back. And then a nice feed there to Carvalho. Watch this clinical finish by Carvalho at the back post.
Ricardo gets the goal, his 5th of the year. He also has an assist for 6 points, so he is second on the team scoring list. And we will now have our media timeout. We'll take a break. 6:25 left to go here in the first period. Wave leads it 2-0 on MASL TV.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives the basket, and it's in!
The biggest
Carvalho.
Could be nominated for Goal of the Week in the MASL.
Oh, absolutely. That was brilliant. And early in this game, Alex Sanchez already with 2 assists.
So Alex, a couple of points tonight. He's got 10 to lead the team, which temporarily puts him into a tie for the league lead with 10 points. Kelvin Oliveira of Utica atop the lead with 10. 9 goals and 1 assist for Kelvin. He's played 3 goals for Utica. He's got 3 hat tricks.
Well, we get to see Kelvin tomorrow on YouTube with Utica City playing their first home game with their new LED dasher boards. That's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to be a first in North American hockey or indoor soccer.
You know, we've got the wall of Scora around the league. We're now going to see some LED lamplighters in Utica City.
Getting a report from our producer Ian Thompson that the Anaheim Ducks in the NHL may also have a similar system. I haven't seen the Ducks play it lately.
That's because you're smart enough not to watch the Anaheim Ducks, Tom. Who watches the Anaheim Ducks nowadays? Well, Ian says he's a Ducks fan. I'm sorry for you, Ian. They haven't won much lately.
Well, they didn't win today. The Flyers walked into Anaheim and beat them 3-1. Much to the dismay of, I'm sure, a lot of Flyer fans and probably a few others.
And our producer, Ian Thompson.
Yeah. Well, I'm sharing Ian's angst anyway today with the Ducks loss. Here comes Walls into the zone. Huffman, Derek really pounding it out over there with Anthony Powell.
A big loss for Dallas today is not having Christian Quintana, number 17, in the lineup. I thought Christian was probably the best player on the field in that game a week ago in Dallas.
Yeah, he was outstanding defensively, and then he also chipped in with a goal as well. Esai Romero and Jamie Lovegrove each had a pair of goals. Lovegrove, as we talked about, both empty netters against the 6th attacker late in the 4th quarter, but they were certainly goals that broke the Waves back. Alvarez takes a shot blocked in the middle. Powell got that one after Mario made a nice move to free himself up for the shot. Alvarez, the 8-year veteran, 5th with the Wave. Aurora, Illinois native out of Western Illinois University. And Mario will back it up now. So the Wave being patient with this possession. Goals by Huffman, his 2nd of the year. Carvalho, his 5th. At 5:48 and 8:35 respectively, have put the Wave up 2-0.
We talked about Dallas in that win at home, got the 2 early goals that really set the table for them. Turnabout's fair play. So the Wave get the first 2 tonight.
Albert Rodriguez is fouled on the play. Albert in his 3rd season with the Sidekicks, native of Oak Cliff, Texas. Had 20 goals as a rookie for the Sidekicks back in 22-23. So he certainly can turn on the light at times. One of the other guys the Sidekicks missing tonight is Renato Torquato, who I think has one of the great names in all of professional sports. That's better than Gerardo.
How about one of Dallas's keepers, Gonzalo Santamaria?
That's a great name also. Yeah, no doubt. GSM for short. Andre with a bike outside the box, but Gamboa there to make the save. Spectacular attempt, though, by Andre. He's
not a high percentage chance, though, that's for sure. But, yeah, had he executed it, it would have been another goal for the highlight reel.
Check it out one more time. He's made a couple of bikes. Remember that goal in St. Louis years ago that came from even farther out than that. Nestor Hernandez. Redirection in the middle. Just off the mark by Blas Perez. Perez, the Panamanian international in his 3rd season with the Sidekicks. 43 years young. 3-2 for Milwaukee as Sanchez's shot is turned away. Carvalho will get the rebound back out for Escueta. Sean, the Whitefish Bay native. Former star at UW Milwaukee. As Willie B knocks that one up and out.
Willie not happy with himself on that ball. Shaking his head as he walks back towards the Wave goal. There's Juan Gamboa, his counterpart.
Getting immediate pressure. Lovego flicks on the header, but eventually Correa able to get it back for Willie B. Now Breno getting pressure from S.I. Romero. Trying to play it out. Ball deflects across the middle and off the post. Rebound follow. We're going to get a handball by the Wave.
It was unfortunate for the Wave because that ball was going in. The Wave, trouble getting out of their own zone there. Dallas with good upfield pressure to force a turnover, and that created the chance that led to the handball.
13-16 as Javi Steinwasser is going to go to the box for an intentional handball in the box. This will result in a penalty kick for the Sidekicks.
Oh, and Giuliano is challenging this play. I'm not sure what he wants to challenge here.
So an MASL video review. Each team gets 1 challenge per game, and if you're successful in your first one, then you get the flag back and you can challenge one later in the game.
I doubt that he's challenging the handball. That was obvious. It's got to be something possibly before. Let's watch it again here, Tom.
Willie B trying to quickly get out and tackle it away.
Let's see if there's anything else that they could be looking at, because that was absolutely a handball on the line.
Paul.
Right there. I mean, it's right on his right arm. I don't think there's any question there.
Anthony Powell probably can't believe he missed the first attempt.
Right here, Tom. Watch this.
Yeah, I don't think there's much question there.
Unless Giuliano thought it went off his chest. Take another look, Tom. Got to show it to slow it down.
Well, it was a little closer to the shoulder area than initially I thought,
It's definitely, it's either in his chest or his arm. Let's should get a good look here from this one, frame by frame. Yep.
Yeah, that angle there, it looked like a little closer down by the elbow. I would be surprised if it's overturned, but we've certainly been surprised by by more. All right, here we come. Brian Miller, Josh Encarnacion. And that's going to stand. So Javi Steinwasser will go to the box. 2 minutes for a handball at 13-16. And looks like Jamie Lovegrove is going to step up to the spot for the Sidekicks. There you see Javi, the older of the two Steinwasser brothers.
Javi obviously not agreeing with the call, but
Well, there was certainly hard to overturn it based on the original call, the handball, that's for sure. So Lovegrove, the leading scorer with 4 goals, looking to get his leading scorer for the Sidekicks, looking to get his 3rd goal against the Wave this year. Had those 2 long empty netters last Saturday. 1 with each foot, by the way, which is pretty impressive. Against Willie B, and he sticks it in the back of the net. Dallas is on the board. They trail it 2-1.
24 feet away that penalty kick spot is, and not much chance for a goalkeeper when that right there is done.
Well, I know you, as a 6th attacker, defended at least 1 penalty kick in your career. Is that?
I used to take them too. I used to have the luxury of taking them as well. But yeah, I was forced into a situation where I had to go in goal as well. It was Helmut Dudek, that old Memphis Americans player, that took this penalty kick shot against me. I just dove out of the way. I didn't want. Helmut used to knock it up there about 75, 80 miles an hour. I wanted no part of that one.
Well, nobody's blaming you. I mean, you guys are already down by several goals, as I recall. Did you have gloves on, by the way?
I think I did put some oversized gloves on from Tony Pierce.
And, of course, on the other side, nobody ever had a run-up on the PKs like you did, AK.
No, I learned early on in my career, I tried to side foot one, and when you're that close to the goal, I'm like, no, I'm going to run up from the yellow line and hammer it like Helmut Dudek did against me.
And then eventually you kind of worked your way out toward midfield. I think by the end of your career, you were starting closer to the midfield stripe than you were
yellow line, Tom. Let's not over exaggerate.
I tell you, I remember a couple at Bradley Center. You were definitely a couple steps beyond the yellow line.
Okay, all right, a couple steps.
But no, it was built up the drama. I thought it was great.
I made probably 95% of them. I remember Hank Henry, the old goalie for the Atlanta. The ball, I hit him in the legs, and it went over 3 lines the other way. That's how much power was coming at Hank.
He still has nightmares about that. Into the corner, Belliat with a shot, and eventually ends up in the arms of Willie B with 24 seconds to go first period. Perhaps a chance for the Wave as Max moves it in. Carvalho, little exchange. Max top of the area but swept away.
Look out.
Good defensive play. Now Willie B and O'Keefe coming up. Willie clears it away, and it deflects off Valadez out of bounds.
Wow.
Wow, that was do or die for Willie B, and he made the play against the streaking.
And we had a great look at it, Tom, from up here in the uppermost portions of the UWM Panther Arena.
Long blast, rebound. Andre with a behind-the-back attempt off the mark. And a shot by Carvalho, which would have counted.
Oh, yeah.
Just wide. Wow. Everybody kind of stopped there.
They did. They absolutely did.
Thinking the buzzer was going to go off as we take a look one more time at that 50-50 challenge won by Willie Benahene.
Can't blame O'Keefe for pulling out of that one.
So that'll do it for the first period. We'll go to the second. Milwaukee 2, Dallas 1 on MASL TV.
Looks great. Oh. When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Getting ready for the start of the second period here in Milwaukee with the Wave leading the Dallas Sidekicks 2-1. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Wave getting the first two of the night from Derek Huffman and Ricardo Carvalho, and then Jamie Lovegrove answering for the Sidekicks on a penalty kick, which will count as a power play goal. That was at 13-16 of the first period. Got a couple other games going on tonight in the MASL, actually three others to be exact. Another one also underway in Kansas City, and the St. Louis Ambush with a 1-0 lead against the Comets in Kansas City. Comets very heavily favored going into that one, but that's another derby game, if you will, between those two Missouri rivals. Now, Willie B out of the net, and ball chipped downfield, but off the mark by Anthony Powell.
Willie B very fortunate there. He came all the way up to the yellow line, hit his shot. Got to make sure if you're going to shoot that ball, you keep it low, and he put it high off the boards. It led to an attack the other way, and fortunately for Willie B, Anthony Powell was not able to capitalize.
Ian Bennett slipped down, and then he was knocked down by Albert Rodriguez. So Rodriguez will get called for the foul.
The Wave outshot Dallas in that first quarter 11-4. They also outshot Dallas 11-3 in the first quarter in Dallas.
Yeah, they had 36-16 edge and shots in that game in Dallas last Saturday, won by the Sidekicks 7-3. Milwaukee in the black and yellow uniforms going right to left as we look at the action. There's Tony Walls, the veteran out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, attended Tosa East High School before going on to play at UWGB. Then the shot is up out of play, and the Wave will have the goalkeeper distribution from Willie Benahane.
Yeah, you said it. The Wave outshot Dallas 36-16 in that loss in Dallas. They just were not very good in their finishing in their final decision making in the final third.
And when they were able to get shots on target, Gamboa and Lackland, the two goalkeepers, were excellent for the Sidekicks. Ricardo Carvalho Dumped at midfield by Balliet. The foul is called. Cesar Correa will put it in for Breno, now back for Cesar. The third-year player, second year with the Wave. Correa, Chicago native. Breno, the Brazilian, sends it into another Brazilian native, Andre Hain, and another Brazilian, Felipe Silva, able to knock it away. Correa wins it back. And the Wave will get set up again for the possession as they change up on the near side. Correa plays it into space for Sean Esqueda, and it's immediately taken away. And now Willie B was trying to get it as he called off the defender, Stuart Grable. Sidekicks into what looked like a little misplay there, by the way, but fortunately nothing bad came of it. Foul called on the ambush. Javi Steinwasser puts it on the line, walking in. Grable, shot, cleared off. Nestor Hernandez getting back to clear away from the line.
Good ball that time by Javi Steinwasser to find Grable going down that right side. And as you said, Hernandez with a nice save that time in behind Gamboa.
Stuart Grable, the 35-year-old out of Neenah, Wisconsin. Another former UWGB star. Now in his 9th season with the Wave, actually 10th season for Stewart. Looking young and as spry as always. Hain with a shot, deflected just high. Wave gets it back as Carvalho and Hain will knock it back. Huffman trying to post up, turning off the wall, but couldn't get much on it. And Gamboa able to cover up with Carvalho right there on top of him.
Wave with a good look off that restart to Hain, but it was Bennett that made that block.
Leon Bennett. Ball one hop in the stands. No relation to the Waves' Ian Bennett, who's got it right now. Ian with the orange shoes. Alvarez now will work it to Walls near wing for Bennett. This is the second of 4 meetings between the clubs this year. After the teams play here again on Tuesday, Wave will have one more trip to Dallas, and that'll be it for the season series. Alex Steinwasser trying to forge his way into the zone as he got cut off by Hernandez, and now O'Keefe, who knocks it back to the keeper. Colin O'Keefe, constant motion out there for the Sidekicks. If you want to see that at least the type of effort that coaches love to see, look at Colin O'Keefe play the game. Oh, redirection by Powell on a great pass from Yahir Romero, but could not make the connection. Oh, Yahir put it right there, and unfortunately for Anthony Powell, he could not redirect it into the goal.
Dallas is up their pressure here to start the second quarter, and the Wave a little bit casual in their own zone, both with the ball and defensively.
So you got 3 Romero brothers on this Dallas team. I don't believe, AK, I can't remember any time in my years of broadcasting a team having more than 2 brothers playing at one time.
Now, we talked about that last game, that I don't think there's ever been 3 brothers playing. Not like the Suter brothers in hockey or the Sutter brothers in hockey, right? Was there 7 of them?
7 of them, but did they ever have 3 on one team at one
don't
time?
Think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, that's a rarity. You had the Alou brothers in baseball in the 60s, all 3 of them with the San Francisco Giants. In fact, I thought they all started together at least one game in San Francisco. Shot in, take by Willie B, where you had an all Alou outfield. Talking about Felipe, Matty, and Jesus. But 3 brothers on one team in any other major professional team, I can't recall that. Seen that before. Esqueda. Max. Off the inboard in front. Sanchez! Shot just bounces high. Rebound. Follow Esqueda. And that one got blocked before it could get through.
Great work that time by Max Ferdinand after receiving the long ball out of the back. Turned to the boards and almost found Sanchez in front.
So, Ian Thompson was suggesting were the Antetokounmpo brothers all teammates at one time. I don't believe so. You had Thanasis and Giannis. Alexis was playing with somebody else. Off the inboard, Sanchez coming through. Oh, beautiful Wallace scorer there. 3-1 Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was just fantastic that time by Sanchez. As you said, Tom, a nice Wallace score. We don't have the LED dasher boards yet, so it wasn't going to be a lamplighter, but that was a tremendous run forward by Alex Sanchez. He is off to a fantastic start here tonight, a goal and 2 assists. He's playing at a different level.
The Chicago native, Saucy Sanchez, check it out one more time.
Gamboa didn't know whether to come or stay back. He got caught in between. Watch Gamboa. Left in no man's land that time by Sanchez.
So Sanchez with a goal and 2 assists tonight. He has factored in all the Milwaukee scoring tonight. 5 goals, 6 assists on the year, 11 points, which for now leads the league. Carvalho with a blast that's a bit high. Correa tracks it down, but O'Keefe cuts it off.
Good try there. Sorry, Tom. Good try there by Ricardo after a nice defensive play at the yellow line.
Alvarez heads to midfield. Hayne will play it back. Correa almost dispossessed by Paul. He got knocked down. Grable did, rather. And
delayed blue card against Dallas.
As you see Stu Grable hobbling off the field. So delayed blue card. And let's see if Milwaukee can do anything here. As Ben Honey will come off, and they will go with 6 attackers.
And in this situation, you don't need to change the goalkeeper jersey. 6 field players on right now in black and yellow for Milwaukee.
That's Carvalho with it. Wave trying to be patient here. So the delayed penalty coming up against the Sidekicks as soon as they can get the possession. And
what you said, Tom, keyword possession. It's not where you just touch it. You got to get at least possession for 1 second, and there it is.
Not like hockey where basically just touch it up. But they do get possession there. And now we will have the penalty enforced. First penalty against the Sidekicks. And it's going to come at 7:45 of the second period. And I believe we're going to have our media timeout. So we'll take our break. 7:15 left to go first half. Wave 3, Sidekicks 1 on MASL TV. Wave on the power play as they move it right to left. Milwaukee with a 3-1 advantage. Trying to see if they can convert here. They are 2 for 7 so far this year. Dallas, meanwhile, has stopped 2 of the 3 power plays against them. The only power play goal yielded to the Wave last Saturday. Derek Huffman had it for Milwaukee. Ferdinand Huffman fires one in, blocked out front. Alvarez with it. He'll turn, play it far side. Carvalho trying to go back for Max as O'Keefe knocked it away. Max reloads. Got to be careful. Colin O'Keefe out there. He has tremendous buzzing rate out there. He can knock away any pass. Alvarez drives it in just wide. Huffman gets it back. Still a minute to go on the power play for Milwaukee. Just over 6 minutes left to go first half. Alvarez on the near side now. Bennett, as Mario looks in, they'll work it again far side. Carvalho steps in with a shot. Saved by Gamboa. Knocked to the near side. Bennett, good job to head it back out. Still got 23 seconds on the power play. Carvalho looking for Bennett near post and swept away. Excellent defensive play there by Nestor Hernandez.
Good idea that time by the Wave. You know, talked about Giuliano Oliveira changing up the lines. He's also changed up the power play formation a little bit too. And good idea that time by Carvalho. Once he saw the advantage to attack, unfortunately he didn't find Bennett at the far post.
Ferdinand ready to put it in, and Milwaukee's going to take a time. We'll keep it right here. 3-1 Wave with 5:35 left to go in the second period. 20 seconds left, man advantage. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it for yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. And you can catch MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastardowski and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Still 1-0 St. Louis leading at Kansas City with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. The other action tonight, you've got Texas will be in Chihuahua again. The Savage, the two-time defending champs, beat them 14-6 last night over the Outlaws. And the Empire Strikers going to San Diego for the Southern California Derby tonight at Front Wave Arena. Should be a good one as well.
Did you say 1-0 St. Louis with 2 minutes to go in the first half?
Kansas City was out shooting them 9-2. Paulo had 6 saves on a clean sheet thus far. Max plays it in. They let it go through. Huffman's shot deflects high. O'Keefe trying to get it away from Max. Good job by Max to stick with it. Carvalho bangs it off the end board. It stays in play as Huffman will play it back out for Alvarez, but this is going to use up the rest of the penalty time. And possession will go to Milwaukee. In the old days, we might have had a drop ball there, but under the new rule change, no drop balls, which, as we talked about, Art, I think is a good change.
Yeah, and the rule now is whatever team is deemed to have pinned it up against the wall, the free kick goes against them.
So Dallas stops him on the power play. Ian coming in! Drove it through, and it deflected off the defender,
O'Keefe or Lovegrove it was, and right at Gamboa. Gamboa was fortunate that one did not go in his own net.
Willie B gets it as they collapse on him. Alvarez moves it near side. Here's Max, 38 years young, getting around Powell. Max trying to get top of the area, lays it off far side, and the shot on the goal! Beautifully set up by Max for Alvarez. Great finish by Mario. 4-1 Milwaukee.
Great quickness that time by Max Ferdinand along this near boards to free himself with some space. And then he found that man right there, number 10, Mario Alvarez. But, boy, what a burst of speed by Ferdinand right there. And then a nice little touch pass.
He may be 38. He plays like a man 10 years younger. And again, Max, one of the great playmakers of all time in this league, setting up Alvarez for the score. And Mario with the big goal there to put Milwaukee up 4-1 as he gets his first goal of the year, also has 3 assists for 4 points. And credit Max with the assist as he gets his 3rd assist and 5th point of the year.
And not a very good effort that time by, I think it was Valadez, to block the shot.
Will he be able to gather this one in? Still got 4:20 to go here in the first half. Steinwasser, Javi was trying to play it up ahead for his brother Alex on the near wing. Again, Javi is the older of the 2 Steinwasser brothers out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. And again, neither of them are that old, as Javi is accosted at midfield. And that's going to be Oscar Romero, the older of the Romero brothers. So the 2 older brothers getting involved there. Younger brothers take note. 2 Steinwassers for Milwaukee, 3 Romeros for Dallas. Andre Hain fires off the inboard, coming through Breno, but couldn't redirect it in. Sanchez digs it out. Now Tony Walls in for Steinwasser. Bounced off the wall. Tony wins it from Jair Romero. Nice spinning move by Walls, and he's put down by the youngest Romero. There's Yair. He will turn 22 Tuesday when these teams get it on again right here in the annual New Year's Eve Day game at Panther Arena. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com to order your tickets. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. Brennan will touch it back for Bennett, and eventually he's got to play it all the way back to Willie B. Up for Sanchez. Could be an advantage here. Rolls it through to Ian. Oh, what a play! 5-1 Milwaukee.
What a look that time by Alex Sanchez. Picks up his 3rd assist of the game. He had Huffman down low to his right, but he went right through the legs of defender Bradley Valadez to find Ian Bennett for an easy tap in. What a look that time by Alex Sanchez. The nutmeg. Watch it here, Tom. Right through the legs of Valadez to find Bennett. I thought right there he's going to Huffman for sure, but he had just great vision and found Bennett for the tap in.
IB 26 with his 4th goal of the season. And Ian now with a total of 398 MASL goals. 2nd all-time leading goal scorer in this league, which is in its 11th season.
Tom, I think we got a new leader in the points race in the MASL as Sanchez with his 4th point of the night.
He's got 12 now on the season. And, as you said, Art, he's playing at another level so far to start this year. First year, rookie year, just kind of getting his feet wet, but we could certainly see the flashes of potential. Last year, with a little more experience, picked it up, and now this year he is off and flying.
I just love what Giuliano Oliviero has done with these lines, too. Got Sanchez out there with Max and Ian. Ricardo with Andre and Cesar. And then Derek Huffman with the 2 Steinwassers. Man, there's 3 solid lines that he's got out there tonight.
Carvalho will play it in for Max. Poked away by Hernandez. Correa far side, and he is pinned up against the board by Balliet, the foul call. That's going to be the 2nd on David Balliet.
Danger time right now for the Dallas Sidekicks. They can't afford to fall behind any further here, or they're looking for a long, long trip here in Milwaukee.
Alvarez will play it up in the zone to Max Ferdinand.
As a former player, Tom, there's nothing worse than you have two games in the same city. You got to wait around for a couple days for that second game. After having lost the first one, coaches are showing you film. They're talking to every guy individually. It just becomes for a long, nightmarish trip.
Yeah, and especially if the weather turns over the next few days, I'm sure it's not going to be much fun at all for the Dallas guys. But if they come back to win this one, believe me, they will definitely be enjoying the next few days here in Milwaukee. Felipe Silva, who, as a member of the St. Louis Ambush, had a dramatic overtime winning goal for the Ambush in a game here back on January 12th, 2020. That was
one of the few Ambush victories in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was going to say, it broke the 26-game losing skid that the Ambush had to the Wave. So in Ambush history, that certainly was one of the most dramatic goals they've ever had. That was after Tony Walls tied up the game with a goal. I believe it was just with maybe 12 seconds to go in the contest. Correa, far side, trying to play it away from Powell. Andre chips to midfield. Squid trying to run onto it as Valadez heads it back. Gamboa did well just to nudge it out of the zone. Squid got knocked down, but he kept it alive. Less than a minute to go. Wave has done all the scoring here in the second period after a 2-1 lead at the end of one. It's now 5-1.
40 seconds. Let's see if the Wave can add another one here before halftime.
Renault, great persistence to win the ball, sends it up ahead. Huffman turning, centering on the play, and a great defensive play to sweep it away from Javi Steinwasser.
That was an outstanding look by Huffman, though, to see Steinwasser at the far post. But as you said, great defensive play there.
That was Leon Bennett. That was maybe the defensive play of the game for the Sidekicks. Looked like a sure goal for the Wave. So if Dallas does happen to turn this thing around and get back into it, mark that one down. Less than 10 seconds to go in the first half. As Nestor Hernandez looks up at the clock and just says, we'll keep it right here. At the end of our first half of action, it's the Wave 5, Sidekicks 1. We'll get ready to go down for our halftime interview with Van the Man McNeil. He'll be talking with head coach Giuliano Oliviero of the Wave. But pretty good first half for the Milwaukee Wave here tonight, Art.
Yeah, and really no surprise. As I said, they kept Dallas in the game in Dallas. And the order of the day today is some urgency. And you saw it there in the first half. And what a show by Alex Sanchez.
Let's get ready to go downstairs to Van and Coach Oliviero. And here we go.
All right, here on the field, the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. My goodness, Coach, I know it's a 5-1 lead, but have been a little tumultuous out there, don't you think?
Nah, I mean, happy with the way the guys came out. We haven't started a lot of games too well, so to be up 2-0 right away was great. To see a young player like Alex Sanchez really come into his own this season. I think out of the 5 goals, he's been a part of 4 of them. So really proud of him, and we just want to keep getting better as a unit, and we got a full second half to do that.
We saw it in Dallas. They turned it up over there. There's something about this Sidekicks team. Whenever they come to Milwaukee, whenever the matchup is against Milwaukee, the battle is intensified. We're far away from finished here.
Yeah, it's a storied franchise. They've had a lot of success over the years, and they got some really great players over there. Some really good young players coming through the system. So and we see them again on New Year's Eve. So it'll be an interesting second half.
And speaking of, what do you tell the guys here? Go with the flow, marathon, not a race. What are you telling them?
Set the tone now.
Set the tone. Set the tone now. We'll let you go do that. Talk to the guys. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero, and the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. Second half, right around the corner. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies. The biggest games on the blacktop.
For three. Of course! Borowski from three!
We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes!
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gold Attitude Dance.
Brought to you by our friends at the Rock Foundation and PNC Bank. It is time for our nonprofit ball toss to help out our friends for the children, the Royal Kids family. Of all the balls that land in this pool right here, we're going to draw one winner. On your marks, get set, launch those soccer balls. Here we go. We'll get one of these. So close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's draw a winning ball here. Of all the balls, today's winner is 474. Number 474, congratulations. You are today's PNC Bank non-profit ball toss winner. Congratulations. Halftime continues next.
For last-minute gifts, the VP will hold here and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000. With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Please welcome 3 of today's very special entertainers from Superstars. It's Boston's hockey legend Bobby Orangutan, NBA big man sharpshooter Kevin Durant-Eater, and NASCAR speedster Snell Earnhardt Jr.
Is that orangutan wiggling its ears at me? Is that what I saw? Move. Take us right to 3. How much time is left here, Steve? The orangutan is up.
moved to that miniature field at Towson University. But, man, I'm telling you, that one has got to that one's got to hurt Heat Nation for sure.
Carvalho getting away with a handball right there at midfield.
This one is dumped over to Ricardo as he tries to work against the board. Tried to slip it through for Correa. Good job by Cesar to win it back.
Wave has done a good job of that this afternoon, is winning the ball immediately after giving it back. Saw Carvalho's goal in the first half where Sanchez did that.
Breno tried to fire one in that was blocked. Escueta reloads for Breno. Into Huffman again. Huff has it knocked away by the defender, but Milwaukee able to regroup. And again, as we've seen over the years, Milwaukee able to change with the possession. Whereas, of course, the defense usually unable to, as Escueta had a good look there, but unfortunately for Sean, he put it up and over.
Good work that time by Huffman. He got the ball deep with some good spacing, was able to roll it into the center of the field and find that runner.
Albert Rodriguez. Good job by Escueta to knock it away, and now the shot coming across, and man down for the Sidekicks. Is that Blas Perez? Yeah.
Blas jumps right up and gets back onto the bench.
Sanchez trying to run through the defense. Valadez was able to intervene.
One of the few times that Dallas has stopped Sanchez on the rush forward right there.
Oscar Romero gets knocked down. And the foul assists to the Wave. Elliott lays it off. Romero shot. That looked like that was going in. It deflected off Colin O'Keefe. Save Willie B. Rebound. Willie B. able to just get a hand on it, but unfortunately for him, he was outside the zone. Outside the penalty area.
That was Lovegrove. It hit at the far post. And you're right. I think that ball might have been going in. And unfortunately for the Sidekicks, it hit Jamie Lovegrove at the far post.
Yeah, I'd have to see it again. But it looks like things are going to turn out okay here for the Sidekicks, at least as far as a handball penalty against Wave keeper Willie Benahane. So Benahane going to the box for a handball. Second penalty of the night for Milwaukee at 3:19.
Sidekicks already with a penalty kick goal, now looking to add a shootout goal.
Perez will take it. He's got 5 seconds to come in and score against Wave keeper Augie Ray. Augie has faced one shootout this year. That was Ryan Marquez of Kansas City scoring against him in the home opener here back on December 7th. And the shot save. Perez trying to reload, but he's not going to have enough time. Again, you only get 5 seconds. It's not like the old days of the live action shootout. And Augie Ray with a big save.
Surprising. Perez looked to catch him, I guess, off balance, but allowed Augie to come out, and Perez shot it right into him.
So it will be a power play now for the Sidekicks. Of course, had they scored, that would have eliminated the power play.
Yeah, you got to watch out here for, if you're Milwaukee, is 32 Lovegrove over here at this left point. And there it was right there.
Drives to the far post, but unfortunately for Dallas, Anthony Powell couldn't tap it in.
And Lovegrove not happy with Powell. He thinks he knocked it out, but not sure Lovegrove didn't just do the same thing earlier.
How soon he forgets. I'd have to see a replay, though, on that other one. That, maybe that was perhaps an optical illusion, AK, but it sure looked like Lovegrove rejected the ball that was going in before that.
But not a good sign, though, with seeing Jamie Lovegrove and Powell doing that with the hand gestures to each other openly. You don't want to see that. It's okay to get after each other, but...
No, I agree. That one just getting past the outstretched legs of Cesar Correa. Correa, Oliveras Javi Steinwasser and Tony Walls, the penalty killers for Milwaukee. The Wave has only killed off 1 of 3 so far this year.
And how about that? You shoot one up into the rafters. What's Anthony Powell got to say about that one right there, right? I mean, you know, Dallas tries to use Lovegrove kind of like Alex Ovechkin on the power play for the Washington Capitals. Get it over on this side and then hammer away.
So Dallas will reload as Asai Romero will give it to older brother Oscar. Now Lovegrove. Lovegrove, another British native takeaway here. Correa trying to walk in on a shorthand bid. Cesar coming in. Cesar shoots. Save made by Gamboa.
So Gamboa just stuck out the left hand, and had Cesar shot that on the ground, he would have scored. But a bad giveaway that time by Dallas on the power play.
Still got 25 seconds left on the man advantage as Lovegrove will play one off the end wall. And Correa will track this one down. Cesar, another guy with a high motor out there. He has been tremendous for the Wave since they picked him up last year from Utica City. Cesar, Chicago native. Happy to be back in the Midwest. Good save there by Augie Ray. Now, Powell turning, and Augie's going to gobble this one up. Boy, great job here by Augie Ray. So the Wave able to kill off the penalty. Javi Steinwasser gets Sanchez. Sanchez trying to come in near side. Shot just wide. Bennett with the rebound, taps it back out.
We're going to call a foul there on the Dallas defender for knocking Sanchez down. Good piece of refereeing by Brian Miller, number 7. Allowed the advantage to play on, but then correctly called the foul. And a good opportunity here on the restart for the Wave.
Huffman and Max both surveying the situation. Max will play it in. And he plays it back Kane, far side. Bennett with a shot just missing. Ian trying to see if he could stick one inside that far post. Couldn't quite do it. Bennett with one of the 5 goals tonight for Milwaukee. Huffman, Carvalho, Sanchez, and Alvarez with the others. Here's Bennett coming in. And a good save there by Gamboa. Ian fans on the attempt, but the Wave still keeps possession. Ian looking pretty spry at 41 years old here tonight.
I'm sure he's happy to be partnered back up with Max Ferdinand.
The old IMAX tandem getting reunited here tonight. 5 years as teammates between 2015 and 2020. They were just sensational. And then Max went away for a while to St. Louis and Baltimore, but Wave got him second half of last year and reunited with his old running mate Ian Bennett. Lovegrove plays it in the zone. Balliet with it. Back out to Lovegrove. Try to roll it in for Nestor Hernandez. And Augie Ray able to cover up. So Augie in his 4th season out of UW-Milwaukee, the Las Cruces, New Mexico native, coming up big here for the Wave in the 3rd quarter with Willie Bonahenne in the penalty box for a handball. Penalty's expired, but Willie B's got to wait for a, how about that?
Great touch that time by Sanchez.
Alvarez trying to come 3-2 with Sanchez and Max. Oh, unlucky there as he follows up off the frame. Anyway, Willie B's got to wait for the next whistle to come out of there, which comes now as Tony Walls and Belliet went down. Belliet going to get called for the foul.
It's got to be a guaranteed substitution for Willie B to get out of the penalty box.
So he's got to stay in there for now. Still 5-1. That was our halftime score. The opportunities for each team, the action on the field does not belie a typical scoreless period, that's for sure. Both teams have had multiple opportunities to pad their totals. Max really getting handled out there by Silva, but he hangs on to it. Max a lot stronger than he looks.
Getting held up there that time at the yellow line. Another free kick here for the Wave.
See if Milwaukee can take advantage here. Leading by 4, another goal could really put the Wave in charge of this match. But still a lot of time. 6:10 left to go, third period. Two-man wall as Max on the approach. Carvalho fires one in, blocked by the defender. Ricardo reloads, up off the wall, bullet shot to go! So the Wave able to capitalize on the high deflection over the crossbar. Ian Bennett, number 2 of the night, 6-1 Milwaukee.
Second chance restart goal for the Wave that time, and a little surprised Terry Woodbury, the Dallas coach, doesn't challenge it. It looked like a dangerous play that time on Carvalho with the left foot up high. Let's watch the replay right here. That right there could have been a potential dangerous play.
We will take an official timeout. 6:03 remaining.
All right, we'll go to break. 6:03 left to go, third period. 6-1 Milwaukee on MASL TV. Six to 1, the Wave leads it as Ian Bennett scores his second of the night. I believe that's going to be unassisted. We'll have to double check on that. But capitalizing on the deflection up above the bar that Gamboa unfortunately could not corral, and Ian was right there to knock it in.
I don't see how Carvalho doesn't get an assist on that, though. He took the shot, and, ball was Gamboa, who's played well here to start this second half. That was a mistake by him that time, not handling that ball up high.
Comets with a couple of quick goals in KC. They are now tied up at 2 as shot from the top of the arc, just off the mark. Alex Steinwasser, nice move there. And he put it off the frame. Max trying to post up, backheel leaf coming through. Oh, Alvarez! And he puts it off the near post.
Great work that time by Max Ferdinand. We just saw him really create that last goal by drawing the foul out by the yellow line. That time down low, almost set up another one.
And the Wave visiting that famous story. I don't know if they're still around. You frame it. In that last possession there. They still got those around?
You'd know better than I on that one.
Yeah, those are the old days. You could bring your picture in and find a frame, and they'd frame it up for you.
I just tape my pictures to the wall. I don't even frame them, Tom. Just some Scotch tape on the back of it, and it's hanging up.
All right, so Wave on a 4-goal run now. Remember, the score was 2-1 at the end of the first period in favor of Milwaukee.
They deemed that one an unassisted goal. They got time to call the league and change that one.
Well, Carvalho took played the initial ball in there that deflected off Valadez above the crossbar, and then Bennett was able to knock it in afterwards. So, as we've said many times before, this isn't like outdoor soccer. The scoring should be like hockey. Kane takes it away. Wave pushing up for a 3v3. Andre gets it back, settles, turns, shoots, save made, Gamboa. And Alex Steinwasser will get it back. Alex made his season debut in Dallas last Saturday. Coming back to the Wave for the first time since the 22-23 season. His brother Javi has been here. This is his 4th season, starting with the 21-22 campaign. This one cleared downfield. Bennett chasing. That's Leon Bennett for Dallas. Tony Walls gets there, holds him off, and the foul called.
Good work that time by Tony Walls, number 20. Saw Willie Bonahenne coming out there and asking why that wasn't a delay of game there. Dallas shooting after the whistle.
Wave trying to go to 10-3 all-time against the Sidekicks in the MASL rivalry. Again, the Wave used to play the Sidekicks back in the old days in MISL 2.
So they did call the delay of game there, Tom. Their second one. That leads to a 5-minute yellow on the Sidekicks. Looks like that's Colin O'Keefe down there serving it.
Colin will have to sit it out here now for 5 minutes. Well, I'll tell you, one guy who you'd never begrudge getting a little extra rest is that guy, because he is just absolute nonstop motion on the field. But obviously, if you're the Sidekicks, you'd like to have him out there. Played up here for Breno, trying to go with Bennett. Breno will touch it off. Sanchez drives it across! Give him the hat trick! IB26, it's 7-1 Milwaukee.
We're not going to see it on the replay, but what a sequence that time by number 80, Alex Sanchez. Great touch in his own half of the field. Made a dynamic run forward to get right side of Breno, I believe it was. And then found Bennett at the far post. Wow. What a run that time by Alex Sanchez. And as you said, that man right there, 3 goals, and each one, Tom, was no more than a yard or 2 yards off the goal line. Watch this run by Sanchez, and then there's Ian. All 3 goals have been that far out from the goal line.
Snuck around Albert Rodriguez right there. Whoa, actually,
I think Ian got a piece of it first before it hit the defender. But maybe with the scoring they do in this league, they'll take the assist away from Sanchez because of it.
So, a natural hat trick for Ian Bennett as he has scored the last 3 goals. Sanchez, if he does keep the assist, it would be his 4th of the night. He's got a goal, 4 assists for 5 points. A career high for single game scoring for Sanchez. And that is the 400th MASL career goal for Ian Bennett, the only player who has scored more in the history of the MASL, which began in the 2014-15 season, is the king, Frank Teo. Max still controlling in the box. Look at this.
What work by Max Ferdinand. Incredible.
And they finally throw him down on the far board. But Frank Teo now with 4 goals this season, 407 all-time in the MASL. So Ian just before him. Ian also with the Wave. now with a total of 469 goals in 299 matches. The only man to ever score more goals in a Milwaukee Wave uniform, the legendary Michael King, who had 536 goals in 522 games. Speaking of Kinger, we saw him on the field here tonight, AK, doing a little coaching work with some of his players there from the Kickers.
And Kinger looks as good a shape, if not better, than when he retired.
For a 61-year-old guy, he is in fantastic shape. Here comes Javi trying to push it up. Javi coming in, still trying to see if he can work it. He does, far side. Huffman shot, save, Gamboa.
Javi took too long that time. Fortunate to get it back and find Huffman.
Alvarez shot blocked, rebound Huffman, but he puts it out of play. And the Wave getting some good looks right now, that's for sure. Sidekicks came in with a record of 1-2-0. Wave was 3-1-0 for 8 points. Dallas 1-2-0 for 3 points. That victory coming against the Wave last Saturday in Dallas. As you talked about, Art, Sidekicks have had some struggles on the road in recent years. Shot went wide.
Not only do they struggle on the road, they give up an average of 10 goals per game on the road as well.
Yeah, you're not going to win too many of those. Breno, Hain lays it back. Alex Steinwalker, shot wide, rebound, follow Alex. And that one just missing.
Alex has got to take his time a little bit, make sure he hits the target. He's right at the top of the box.
Can't buy one. Good hustle back by Milwaukee to get it back. Alvarez coming in 1-on-4. Now back he'll leave for Max. Touch over for Javi Steinwasser. Good play by Leon Bennett.
Javi hesitated that time making the run forward, and that cost him.
And that will do it for the third period. So the Wave outscores the Sidekicks 2-0 in the third. Both goals by Ian Bennett, who is working on a string of 3 in a row. We will go to the fourth. It's the Wave 7, Sidekicks 1 on MASL TV.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in!
The biggest games on the blacktop.
4-3. Of course! Borowski from 3!
We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes!
University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in!
The biggest games on the blacktop.
4-3. Of course! Borowski from three!
We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes!
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
A hat trick that's still ongoing as of now. Ian Bennett for the Milwaukee Wave. Ian reaching the 400 career goal plateau for the Major Arena Soccer League, second most ever.
Tom, remember on game days back in the late 80s, I would say, when coach would let you practice with the boys?
Oh, yeah.
In the all-in, the all-in game, because we wouldn't practice very long on game day. It'd be just a little kick around and then play maybe a 10-minute all-in, right?
Right.
And I would tell you with your left foot, Tom, head to the far post, right on the goal line almost, and I'll get you the ball and get you some tap-ins, right?
And you sure did.
Yeah, that's been Ian Bennett tonight, man. That's been Ian Bennett. It's been awesome. It's awesome to see because we've seen Ian score great goals many times. Wasn't three lines, huh? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
But Ian, tonight, has gotten himself deep into the box. That's what veteran players do. They know where to score goals. You get deep. You get near the goal. And Ian has made a living tonight with it. Beautiful. 3 goals, 3 tap-ins. That's what you want.
I remember Georgie Pastor saying, how come Art can't get me those balls in the gift? Mario Alvarez drives it wide.
The Wave has had so many shots off target as well. They would have 10 or 15 for sure, with a little better quality in their shooting.
They've had some great looks, that's for sure. Tied their season high with 7 goals. They had 7 at St. Louis in that 7-6 win over the Ambush a couple of weeks ago. Again, in the previous 3 victories, Milwaukee won them all by a goal. Gamboa goes up to get that. And in case some of you Dallas fans might be wondering the availability of Parker Lackland, he's been the other goalkeeper splitting time with Gamboa so far this year. Well, Parker apparently not available this weekend due to previous preseason commitment. Is the way they're characterizing it. I don't know what, but anyway, it's Gamboa, and then they've got a backup guy who hasn't played as of yet, Robert Sams, rookie out of Elk Grove, California, but he was in training camp with the Wave, so the Wave is a bit familiar with him. Javi Steinwasser.
Another shot wide.
Both Steinwassers having trouble finding the target here, but working hard. And, of course, they've got that brotherly synergism that sure is going to pay dividends here as the season goes on.
You talked about George Pastor, Tom, the competition that we would have. And you really have it. You have competition with yourself to get better all the time. You got competition within your team. That's a natural part of practice. And then you, most importantly, have the competition against the opponent.
Blas Perez with a shot that was turned away by Willie B. Look at Max come forward with Stu Grable. A little bit too far in front of Stu. He tries to play it off the board. Max still with it. Look at that control. Playing it over for Carvalho. Good play by Jamie Lovegrove to get a foot in. Back heel for Tony Walls. Pushed down by Blas Perez. frustrating night tonight for Blas.
Well, the Wave has had a second chance restart goal, but they'd like to get on track with these restarts. They've had a high volume, not a big percentage of goals here. They've got the personnel.
Tony and Blas not really communicating. Well, then Tony gave him a thumbs up. Blas in his third year with the Sidekicks and 43 years old.
Look at the Wave setup, Tom. All 5 guys are on the perimeter. Only one in the box.
Andre Hain drove it in wide. Hain able to get it back. Here comes Big Andre out of the back. And now he'll stop and turn around. Wave does not have to be in a hurry with this 6-goal lead in less than 12 minutes to go here from Panther Arena. Milwaukee 2-0 at home so far this year. All-time 460 and 167 in regular season.
Wow.
On the home turf, Alex Sanchez coming by with a shot blocked out in front.
One of Sanchez's unfortunate decisions that time. He had Huffman down low. Shot it into the defender.
Now Ian Bennett, he drives one high. Ian looking for his 4th consecutive goal. Alvarez cuts it back. Mario shot just wide. Officially, the Wave was out shooting the Sidekicks 30-13 through 3 periods. And, if you counted shots off target,
yes,
Wave must have about 60 shots tonight. Long ball, Huffman. Derek had to play it off his hip to make sure it wasn't a 3-line pass.
A ball from Augie Ray.
Yeah, otherwise he might have been able to get in there. So Augie, who had to come in for Willie B a little bit in the third, now back out there. Sanchez, Huffman, that one a little hot to handle. Derek redirects it off the inboard and plays it back out. But Augie Ray, who came in to stop Blas Perez on a shootout and stayed in there for a while Willie B was in the box. Sanchez checked into the boards by Silva, but they play on. Felipe basically saying he wasn't going to let Sanchez get by him that time. So Augie back out there, and I'm sure he's happy to get a little bit of extended time. Had not played this season except for just coming on to defend against one shootout against Kansas City in the home opener.
It's one of those games. Alex Sanchez has a goal and 4 assists, but when it's all said and done, you go home at night thinking, man, I could have had 10, 12, 13 points in this game. He's just cruising through their defenders like they're standing still.
Balliet draws the foul there. That's going to be against Ricardo Carvalho. So Dallas ready to play it in. Virtual corner kick. Sidekicks in the green and white uniforms. Moving it left-right here in the 4th period. And Dallas will take a timeout. That'll give us a chance to tell you that you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Also, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights.
Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in.
Shot in, knocked down. Wave trying to break it out of there. Javi Steinwasser up ahead. Correa now the squid. Escueta. Oh, he's trying to move it across for Javi, but the pass deflected and picked up by Gamboa.
Dallas called the timeout on their restart. I think Terry Woodbury forgot to tell his team, make sure we get back defensively and not get countered. So Wave had a great opportunity there on the counter.
Colin O'Keefe will play it back out. And the Sidekicks will recycle here. Sidekicks just 2-10-0 on the road last year after going winless the previous season, 22-23. They were 0-12-0 as part of a 1-20-3 campaign.
Well, the one thing that you didn't mention, that 2-10 last year, one of them was a forfeit. So I guess we can count that, but if I'm a player, I'm not counting it. It was 1-10.
That was the game in Baltimore against the Blast. That was actually going to be an outdoor game, and it got postponed because of bad weather. Well, the game got canceled, and everybody knew going in, as Augie Ray covers that one up, that if weather did intercede and they couldn't play the game, it would be a forfeit. I still love the Blast for trying it.
Sure.
And unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
I'll tell you what, so the final score was deemed as 3-0 for Dallas. If I was one of the Dallas players, you can bet I would have had a point out of that three. Somehow, some way.
Ian Bennett with a shot. That's high.
Kramer would have been lobbying for at least one of those points of the three. Either a goal or assist. Give me something.
Something on the score sheet there. Gamboa gets it right back. So anyway.
And I'm sure Georgie Pastore would have been lobbying for one as well.
Yes, he would have. I still, if I can recall accurately, Art, and I know it's been a few years, but I thought there was a time, one time, when there was a goal scored by the Wave, and I thought I saw both you guys racing over the official and trying to plead your case as to who could get credit for it. Ian Bennett, 4 straight for Ian, and the Wave leads it 8-1. We will take a break. 7:19 left to go. Wave 8, Sidekicks 1 on MASL TV. Well, IB 26, Ian Bennett, has scored 4 consecutive goals to take this to an 8-1 lead for Milwaukee. 7 on the year, 401 for his MASL career, and 470 for his Milwaukee Wave career, in which he is the second all-time leading goal scorer in Milwaukee Wave history, only behind Michael King with 5:36.
You and I went to the locker room before the game, Tom, just to see some of the guys, to have a little chat. I went up to Ian and I said, hey, I got a feeling. He's been here a lot of years. I've never done that. And I said, he goes, I'm happy to hear that. I said, having Max back with you, I said, I think something big's going to happen tonight. Now, we haven't seen that combination unfold, but we've seen both of these players play extremely well, both Max Ferdinand and Ian Bennett tonight. I think it was a great move by Giuliano to move Max back up to the target position and then to pair him with Ian Bennett on that line.
Back to the future tonight for the Wave, and it's worked out pretty well. Alex Sanchez, who has also had a tremendous game, a goal and 4 assists, drives one in.
Handball there.
And even though Ian, for his historic milestone, I guess you say, would be a natural for player of the game, especially because he scored 4 goals. To do it, I think AK would not be out of the realm to have both guys be co-players of the game. Sanchez just had a phenomenal game tonight. But either way, can't go wrong.
If you look back to the early 80s, early 90s, stuff like that, right now what we'd be telling Alex Sanchez if there were Terry Woodbury on the field defensively, if there was Victor Moreland, if there was Doc Lawson, was, hey, Alex, move the ball, okay? Because those type of guys, with the guy having goal and 4 assists, would not hesitate, especially given the fact that you're going to play him again in 3 days, would not hesitate to send a strong message. And that's one of the differences in today's game and back then.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think in all sports, too, you probably can draw that. Now, again, we're a couple of Social Security guys up here, so we've seen a lot more. We remember it from our era, but not just in soccer, but, in baseball, basketball, football. It was little different parameters back then.
And for anyone that's deciding whether they should collect Social Security early, both Tom and I did, by the way. We weren't waiting.
Going to be a foul down there as Javi Steinwasser put down by Asai Romero. Wave has done a good job to contain the Romero brothers tonight. Oscar with a goal and Asai with a couple of goals on Saturday were keys to Dallas victory. Tonight, nothing on the score sheet for those guys.
Brian Miller, the referee, he's a big boy, man. He is a big boy, towering over Asai Romero.
Yeah, Brian put together pretty well. I don't know that any of the players would want to mess with Brian physically too much if if it ever came to that. Bellietz. He's been active tonight for Dallas. Hasn't been able to do much. Wave, again, has done a great job to shut down the sidekicks. But then again, Milwaukee has just thoroughly dominated the possession. The defense straight up hasn't had to do a ton because Wave has had the possession and basically has just been moving it up and down the field all night.
It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Terry Woodbury, what adjustments he's able to make going into that New Year's Eve game.
Sidekicks will be here all the way through, so it's as Esqueda takes a shot that was wide, deflected off his teammate Grable. But, it's not like they've got extra guys on reserve. Bennett, turning shot blocked as Yair Romero was there to make the block, and now he gets taken down by Sean Esqueda. But, if you had, if you switch the venues, right, if Milwaukee were playing in Dallas, then the sidekicks, got a handful of guys they could probably change if they wanted to.
How about Quintana? We don't know why Quintana wasn't here tonight, but that'd be a guy that surely could help him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a couple days. Get on the United next flight out.
Grable up for Alex Steinwasser. Turning shot, he scores! All right, Alex.
It was a matter of hitting the target for Alex Steinwasser. He's had a lot of chances, hasn't been able to put it on frame, and that time, from a difficult angle, he was able to turn around that one and just a low ball to the far post, found the back of the net, and that's number 9 against Juan Gamboa.
So Alex gets his first of the year. He's had a couple assists, including the one on the previous goal scored by Ian Bennett. Goal, 2 assists for 3 points. Stuart Grable will get credit for the assist. Nice job by Stuart to win it at midfield and then set up Alex. And, yeah, Alex, has got to feel good. Finally turning on the light there.
Absolutely.
So, Wave with a 9-1 lead. And right now, just want to get through the rest of this without any injuries. Same for the Sidekicks, and then we'll get ready to do battle on Tuesday. 3 o'clock kickoff here from Panther Arena. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. So we renew the annual New Year's Eve Day game. We did not play it last year because of scheduling difficulties, but back here on New Year's Eve Day, AK. And hopefully that bodes well for the Wave. If you're a Wave fan. If you're a Sidekicks fan, you're hoping that it doesn't. Still tied at 3 in Kansas City late in that contest. Carvalho trying to get it. Take that back. St. Louis has scored a goal, but I believe, is it going to review? Well, anyway, 4-3, the ambush with 2:34 left to go. That would be a bit of a stunner. But like we talked about before, St. Louis always seems to play it tight against the Comets in that big rivalry, the I-70 rivalry. And those two teams will meet again coming up on Tuesday. Wow, John Eske with the go-ahead goal. And KC going to the 6th attacker. Here, just 1:11 left to go. And looks like the Wave is just going to knock it around back in their defensive half. So great effort tonight by Milwaukee. Good bounce-back game. And Sidekicks, I'm sure, will regroup after this one and get ready to renew the hostilities against the Wave on Tuesday.
That's another thing, Tom. I mean, in the old days, you're not just going to sit back and let the team rag the ball out. I don't care how much you're losing by. You're going to go out there and you're going to pressure and you're going to say, hey, we're not just going to sit here and let you guys rag the ball out.
24 seconds. And that will do it. Well, if it was 24 seconds in the NBA, they'd just be standing around.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about,
But, no, you're right.
This isn't the NBA.
A couple of generations ago, you wouldn't see that either.
Like to get paid what they get paid in the NBA.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Augie Ray and the Milwaukee Wave celebrating a victory over the Dallas Sidekicks. And we will stand by for our post-game interview with our player of the game, which I believe is going to be Ian Bennett. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Comets get the tying goal with 1:23 left to go. It's Robert, I'm not addicted to love, Palmer. Berto fires one in from the top of the box. He went top shelf. Not wearing the 6th attacker jersey. And the Comets have tied it up. So they could be looking at OT in Kansas City tonight. More specifically, Independence, Missouri, home of the Cable Dahmer Arena.
My old team, the Kansas City Comets. My old hometown, St. Louis.
Standing by for Van McNeil. And our player of the game, there's Giuliano Oliviero, very happy Giuliano Oliviero. And has to be impressed the way his team bounced back tonight against the Sidekicks after that tough loss last Saturday in Dallas.
We go from Giuliano tonight to Kelvin Oliveira tomorrow.
All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Art. We are down here on the field. ThinkLimo.com, the official transportation provider of the Milwaukee Wave, and the driving force player of the game. Actually, we've got two tonight. Let's start number one, Mr. 400 in the MASL, Mr. Ian Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. Quite the accolade. I know technically if you consider the other leagues, it's well over 500 now, but this is...
Thank you, man.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you for that. Thank you. No, it's a good accomplishment, but honestly, I don't chase records. Records chase me, but I don't want to overshadow the night because Sanchez, this guy, this kid's a bad man. He's fantastic. So obviously he scored 400, but I mean, he did all the work today, man. He brought the game today, and I just came in and did my part.
Yeah, I mean, talk about your setup man here and Alex Sanchez in his third season now.
Dude, you got to see this kid in practice, man. And then, like, it's finally coming on to the game. And he's just a great kid, too, right? On and off the field. But the guy is so talented. I mean, he's going to be a beast this year, and he's a big part of our team this year. So I'm excited for see what he's got in store. But the way he's playing, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right.
Congratulations on 400, Ian. Mr. 401 here tonight. Now, our setup man, Alex, the saucy one. In Dallas, we had a hard time. Great to get the win here in front of the fans, no?
No, of course. I mean, it was a close game out there. We fumbled it at the end and told ourselves that, hey, we don't lose at home. Okay, we lost away, and let's just get those goals back and show what Wave is about.
It's that mentality at practice. It's like work hard, play really hard when you're in it. But when you hear people like Max and Andre and Ian, what he just said, I mean, that's a big deal, man.
I mean, of course, like you just said, we're talking about history here. You know,
Right.
400 goals from a guy. I mean, I'm just, pleased to be here, to learn off these guys you just mentioned. I mean, makes it just the path easy to follow.
Give it up for the saucy one, ladies and gentlemen. Number 80 of your Milwaukee Wave, Mr. Alex Sanchez. Look out for that guy for sure. Tom, Art, back up to you. Let's recap this game. Thank you for watching at home. Let's go Wave.
All right, thanks, Van, Alex, Ian, and even Mario Alvarez standing by. So, Art, we will look forward to Tuesday's game when the Sidekicks and the Wave will rematch. Again, go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets. But any final thoughts regarding this one?
Yeah, you love that interview, those interviews right there for Ian and Alex. It would, you think about, hey, maybe this is the passing of the torch, right? We're going to pass it from Ian to Alex. Ian said, no, not that fast, not that quick. And tonight, 4 goals, and Alex Sanchez really coming into his own. It's absolutely phenomenal to see. Joy to watch both those guys play.
Absolutely. And they put on a show tonight for this crowd on hand. Nice crowd here tonight. Should be another big one coming up Tuesday. We'll look forward to that. So that'll wrap it up here from Panther Arena as the Wave wins it 9-1. Milwaukee improves to 4-1-0 with a 2-0-0 mark at home. Dallas drops to 1-3-0, 0-2-0 on the road. Wave now leading the all-time series 10-3 with a 5-1 advantage in Milwaukee. For my colleague Art Kramer, producer Ian Thompson, and the rest of our production crew here at Panther Arena, Tom Wynn wishing you a good one. And we will see you Tuesday for the next game between the Wave and the Sidekicks. You've been watching the Major Arena Soccer League on MASL TV.